welcome back to my channel. So I'm back with yet another video. So today we are going to discuss how to stay fit and fresh as a cabin crew. So being a cabin crew is a really glamorous, but trust me, it is taking a lot of toll on your health, on your sleep cycle, and on your skin. And let me explain to you in this video how I tackle this and how I try to remain healthy despite all these challenges. So this video is not just for the cabin crew. These tips can be applied by anybody who is having a very busy and tight schedule. So let's get started with the video. So the first things first, staying fit as a cabin crew is extremely important because as a cabin crew, we are always on our feet. Be it walking down the aisle multiple times, or if you're flying out of a bigger airport, you have to walk kilometers, to reach your gate and then, back to your home. And the most strenuous thing that you have on board is closing your bin. That is really physically demanding. So for all these things, you have to stay active, you have to stay fit. But as a cabin crew, we are always tired and it is difficult for us to kind of take us to a gym or somewhere after our extremely tiring flight. So mostly we go to hotels or we come back to our base and we sleep off. And with me, what happens is every year I take a gym membership, but I can hardly continue with that because of the reason being then my schedule will change and I will never fly out of my base. I'll be sent to other bases and all. So I will miss out on my gym. So for that reason, what I do now is I don't depend that much on the gym, and if at all I am getting some time in my base station, yes, I will definitely go. But that is not an assurance. Mostly I don't get. So in order to stay fresh and in order to stay healthy and active, what I do is I go for a walk. I know we are very lazy kind of people, but one thing we all love is shopping. So whenever I go out, especially outstations and all, I just want to go out and shop. So for that, I don't usually take a cab. If the mall and all is nearby, I go by walking, then I shop, come back by walking. So walking is one thing that I use to keep myself fit. So if you otherwise also, if you have your friends and all, you can take your friends, go out for a walk, have coffee, tea, or then come back. So these little things are important. You don't need to be hitting the gym every other day. If you can do that, that is really amazing and great. But with our busy schedule, it is difficult to manage. If at all you're not able to manage, at least go for a walk and then practice mindfulness and yoga. So if at all I'm at home, I will try to do yoga for almost half an hour or for an hour. This does two things. It is really calming to your mind, also will keep you physically active. So these are my tips to stay active and healthy in a busy schedule. Nothing is stopping you from going for a walk, guys. At least that you can do for your body, right? Yes. Next thing is stay hydrated. I can't emphasize enough on this point, guys. Staying hydrated is very important because the cabin atmosphere is extremely drying, and not to forget the hotel rooms as well. So if you're not staying hydrated, then your skin will become dry, you will become very, that is fatigue inducing, and then you will ultimately feel the headache. So you don't want to do that. So if you're flying or if you're a flight attendant, please make sure to stay hydrated. And my mantra is every hour, if it is a small bottle that is getting uplifted, like 200 or 250 ml, every hour I try to finish one bottle. And if I usually do 4 to 5 hour long sectors. So if it is a big bottle, 1 liter bottle, I'll try to finish that in 4 hours. In one sector, I'll finish 1 liter of water. So that is my count to stay hydrated. Even after I come back from my flight also, I try to stay myself hydrated. So please keep this in mind, my hydration tip. Next important point is sleep. our sleep cycle go on for a toast because of these early mornings, red eye flights, and alternative early morning and red eye flights. Because sometimes it happens like, you come back in the morning and the same night you go for a flight, and then you have to squeeze in your 2 nights sleep in one particular day, which is very, very difficult, and you end up losing some sleep hours. So one thing I do is like, one more thing is like, I sleep very late. After doing continuous night flights for all these years, I have a habit of sleeping late. So if my flight is landing back by 4 or 5 in the morning, I'm kind of like fully awake. My alertness is on the peak. I don't need any rest or something like that. I come back and sleep around, say, for the day. On the contrary, if I have to go for an early morning departure, say 5, 6 or 7, then you have to work for the whole day, which is very, very, very difficult for me. So people usually take controlled rest on like red-eye flights. I usually take it on morning flights. So this controlled rest is like you just need a power nap for like 20 minutes or something like that. That does a lot to your alertness. That increases your alertness. So, and once you're coming back, you have to compensate on your sleep. One thing I do to improve my sleep quality is by wearing an eye mask. You can try that next time. Even if the room is kind of dark and all, you wear your eye mask, you can fall asleep fast. One thing I feel it is because like once you have an eye mask on, then you won't be reaching out for your phone. So you can reduce on the screen time and the light, and also you can sleep, you can fall asleep easily. And then I try to compensate for those lost hours. I particularly don't have much to do at my home once I come back, so I mostly sleep, and then I wake up and I do my stuff. So I try to compensate the lost hours as well. And then healthy eating habits. So this is another challenge. We tend to miss meals, and we tend to eat less nutritious food, because the food that we get on the aircraft is not that nourishing, but we have to have that, and every time carrying your own food is not it's not possible at all, especially if you're going for an early morning flight and all. You can't carry it. Sometimes, yeah, it is feasible for people who are in their home bases and all. They have family cooking for themselves, so for them it is easy. For people who stay alone and all, carrying your own food is not always possible. So what you can do, what I do is like I personally carry some kind of nuts or some kind of healthy snack. So if at all I'm not getting time for a full-fledged meal, or if the meal choice is not looking that healthy, I'll go for that. And then fruits are available on board, so you can have fruits, and you can go for some fruit juices or something like that to stay hydrated as well as to eat healthy. So one thing is like, please cut on your fat and oily stuffs and all. Include a lot of veggies, a lot of fruits, as well as a lot of fibrous food. And despite doing all these, you may not be able to have a balanced diet. This is also for everyone with that busy schedule. You will not be able to have a balanced diet despite having all these. And there comes our gummies. So please don't forget your gummies. You can take your gummy, you can go for a nutritionist, and you can figure out which nutrient that you're lacking, or you can blindly take a multivitamin tablet, anything that you can do. And on top of that, you can go for your vitamin C, which is very important because it reduces that oxidative stress and all, and it boosts your immunity. So you can take your vitamin C as well. So the final thing that, final tip that I have is regarding skin care. So skin care is very, very, very crucial because of the sleeplessness, long hours of flight, as well as dehydration, then wearing makeup. Your skin is taking a lot of toll for you guys. So caring for your skin is really important. You have to give that love back to your skin for it to reflect it back. So how do I do? I religiously follow the CTM morning as well as at night. And one thing which is a strict no-no for me is sleeping with my makeup on. Howsoever tired I am, I will try to take my makeup off, that too with double cleansing. I use an oil cleanser to melt off all those waterproof makeups and all, let it break down, then you wipe it off, and then you go for a cleanser. So double cleansing is actually a really good way to make sure you're getting all that dirt off from your face and your pores are clean. And then you can do your regular cleanser, toner and moisturizer stuff. And you can also add in your essence or your serums based on your skin concerns. So if you are looking for anti-aging benefits and all, you can add your retinol in your PM routine. So be mindful of your AM and PM routine, which are totally different, and some of the active ingredients it is okay to go out in the sun, some are not. So depending on that, you can adjust it. So you can layer it with your serum, with your essence and a good moisturizer to keep everything in place and keep your skin nourished and supple throughout your day. And at a night also do the same and adding the active that you need as well. Then if you're stepping out in sun in your AM skincare routine, please don't forget your SPF. SPF is really important for you guys. Go for something like SPF 50 plus or something like that to get that extra protection to your skin. And also one thing that I can't emphasize enough is exfoliation, because that will assist your skin in shedding off that dead skins and all. For that you can either use a physical or a chemical exfoliant. If you're using a physical exfoliant, you can use that twice in a week. If it is a chemical one, if it is your HA and BHA, depending on your tolerance, you can do once in 2 weeks or once in a week. I am okay using it once in a week. So once in 2 weeks, when you're introducing that your skincare regime, so just start with 2 weeks, once in 2 weeks, and then reduce it. So that is also very important. So for your skin, other than the skincare and all, and one more thing that I can swear by is your sheet mask. So use a sheet mask. You can use kind of a good moisturizer, and then you can apply a sheet mask on top of that, which is really calming for you. So sheet mask also you can use. That is it. On top of that, you have to take care of your food, your sleep, your hydration, all these points that we have discussed already to keep your skin young, hydrated and radiant. So these were my tips to stay fit as well as fresh in a busy schedule, especially as a cabin. So these tips are like, I have been doing that for a long time. So these are tried and tested. So if you are a cabin or a person who has a busy schedule, you can adopt this in your life without much thought, because I have been doing it for a long time and it is working for me. So you can very well do that in your life, and you can improve your life to a great extent. So that is all for the day, guys. I hope you did like the video, and if that is the case, please give me love back. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel, and I will be making more and more enjoyable and more informative video for you guys. That's it, guys. Bye bye and take care.